Hello everybody and welcome to the US session brief. We're on Thursday the 13th of April 2023, approaching 3 p.m. here in Europe. That means we're around about half an hour until the New York Open. Let's take a look at US markets. We've just had some data come out, and that's why you've seen some jumpy looking price action on my top right on the S&P 500. The data that we've had come out is the PPI. US March PPI fell 0.5% month on month, below an estimate of 0%, in another sign that US inflation might have peaked, and that's why we've seen the bid in risk. You've seen a sell-off in US dollar, dollar yen pushing lower, so flow out of the US dollar. That's given a boost to gold. It's given a boost to risk assets in general, so the S&P equities seeing that little move higher, coming off the 40.95 support level. It must be said this was a level we actually came into after fully fading that initial spike yesterday. It's fair to say this spike nowhere near as much as the CPI spike, which got faded, but we did come into around about this level. So 40.95 has been providing some nice safety for bulls there. The dollar yen hitting resistance around that 134 area. We're taking out yesterday's low outside bar yesterday in the end, and taking out that low already, so you can see just pushing lower now as we speak, in a potential move all the way down to 131.5, and then you'd be coming into some sort of trend line as well. If I was to just add this on my charts, it's pretty much going to be coming in around that exact area of 131.55, which I've already got, so that wouldn't surprise me one bit. Crude has been on the move today, not really much going on, just moving fractionally lower. Yesterday, really strong breakout to the upsides, and now the test is here. Can we hold above 82.30? Technically, you can see the horizontal level quite important. I say quite important, I would say that's incredibly important. You can see provided support, resistance. It's just a big level, and we really need to see that hold moving forward. So just to wrap up the past 24 hours and bring you up to speed as well with Australia, Asia, Europe. Yesterday was an interesting day. CPI came in cooler than expected, and then the release of the FOMC minutes later on in the day brought some doom and gloom, with the Fed members predicting a mild recession. The odds of a 25 basis point hike increased for May, and arguably likely to remain so. But this initial reaction that we've just seen from the PPI, inflation potentially cooling, maybe there's going to be some slight repricing on the back of that. So dollar index and bonds have been lower. Bond yields rising. Gold, oil, and Bitcoin, BTC and Ethereum, in fact, both on the move today. We've already covered the crypto markets inside the crypto brief, which you'll find on YouTube or inside the crypto chat room in here. In Asia, markets ended mixed today. Japan closed high for the fifth consecutive session. Chinese exports rose 14.8% year on year in dollar terms, much better than an expected 7.1% decline. Bank of Japan Governor Ueda, attending the G7 meeting, reiterated inflation will fall below the 2% target towards mid to forward to year end 23, and the BOJ will continue with easy policy until the target can be achieved in a sustainable and stable manner. We'll hear from the BOJ on the last Thursday and Friday of April. Australian unemployment rate continued to hold at a 50-year low of 3.5%, while the jobs increased this month. That gave a boost to the Aussie dollar. China is set to release a plan requiring domestic steelmakers to cap 2023 output at 2022 levels to maintain higher prices. In Europe, European equity markets mixed. Most regional indices close to flat, except for the French CAC. German CPI numbers came in line with expectations. Earlier on, the UK's monthly activity data showed the economy stagnated in Feb, with GDP data at 0% versus a consensus for a 0.1% increase and a prior 0.3% gain. February Eurozone industrial output came in stronger than expected in Feb, driven largely to a rise in production of capital and non-durable good orders. In Americas, the Delta Airlines reported a first quarter loss, but said strong summer bookings are expected to boost profits in the coming months. Delta said there were one-time costs associated with a new pilot contract and other items. The airline reported a profit of $163 million or 25 cents a share, in line with the airline's guidance but shy of the 29 cents a share analysts were expecting. Not too much else to add really from my end. We've had all the data come out for the day, I'm pretty sure. So nothing else to surprise the markets today. Gold, as we can see, is taking off. Broken through the current weekly high and last week's high. And 2045, we are set now, and it is looking good for a retest of that big all-time high at 2075. Just 30 points shy now of that level. And you can see the breakout today. There's a lot of momentum, it seems, behind this move. Can we get there today? Another $30? That'd be a stretch. But we've still got another day left of this trading week, and we're within reach now. So I'm sure it'll be pretty disappointing if we didn't at least get close to it. Let's put it that way from here. Dollar yen, like I said, edging lower. S&P, we've talked about that, and oil. So that's it. That's a wrap for the US brief. I'll see you all inside the chat room. Thanks for listening, and all the best with your trading. Bye for now.